Marilyn, welcome back to your home state of Michigan, and welcome to Sanford House. Thank you for coming to visit us.
Thank you.
You are going to write a monthly blog for us in addition to your Waking the Ghost blog that we all follow and love. Can you tell us a little bit about what prompted you to start writing your blog?
Yeah, I was 6 months sober and not particularly happy. And my best friend, Kim, suggested to me that I should start writing things down, and I did. And then she and some of my friends started asking about what I was writing, and so I sent it to them. Mm-hmm. And as these things happen, they shared it on their Facebook and Twitter accounts and other social media accounts, and suddenly my deepest thoughts about sobriety and recovery were on the World Wide Web.
Last night you shared some of those blogs and readings with a group of women here at Sanford House, and the reaction was one of real interest and a feeling of comfort for the women in the room. Is that what you find with your blog writing and the comments that you get?
Yeah, I think that the way I write the blog is to really talk about things that have happened to me during the day, how I'm feeling, and it's universal, I think, in recovery, some of the feelings that I have. There might be some resentment, there might be a day when I'm feeling great about myself, and then the next day I might not be feeling so great. And it seems to me that I might not appeal to everybody with every blog post, but if you're in recovery, or if you're a fence sitter and thinking about quitting drinking, or if you're the family member of an alcoholic, there's going to be a blog post that will hit you at some point. And that's what I think people respond to, is the humanity of it and the empathetic nature of the posts.
The one that you wrote for Sanford House in particular was called Drink Like a Man. Can you share some thoughts about that writing?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the Bahamas on a small island that I liken to the Odyssey's Lotus Eaters Island, a place that was so beautiful and decadent that it made you kind of want to curl up in the lap of a stranger and stay forever, with a drinking aspect that was so permissive that they called drinking in the morning Bahamian breakfast. And when I was there, I used to spend a lot of time in the bar, and I spent time on the local side kind of watching the action. And what I was seeing was that there were these groups of young women who were coming in who were drinking really aggressively and in the traditional way you would expect a man to do. Shot, 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 and talking about the men, and it was really aggressive and kind of horrifying, and it made me start thinking about what's going on and what are the changes in the drinking habits, particularly of women. And so I started doing some research, and what I found was that across the board, statistically, women are drinking more, they're being pulled over for DUIs more, they're blacking out more, and so it was really just a post about and an article about the changes in women's drinking and the fact that it's not a positive thing, and that we can't really drink like men for a host of reasons.
Hence our Women's Treatment Center here at Sanford House. Do you have any thoughts that you'd like to share with women coming into treatment here?
Yeah, I guess I do. The first thing is, first of all, I quit drinking cold turkey. I did not go to rehab. Mm-hmm. I really, for the first year of my sobriety, I didn't even go to 12-step meetings. A lot of what I did and learned about the recovery process was really catch as catch can, mm-hmm. and happenstance and things that I read. So what I would like to say to the women who are coming here is congratulations that you found a place where you can go and sort of short circuit some of what took me probably a year to figure out. Now I liken it to standing outside as a orphan in the snow, looking up through a lighted window when I see a place like this, because I really wish I had had the opportunity to go when I first got sober. I think it would have made a big difference in my recovery.
Well, it felt really good having you here, and,
nice to
and
be
it
here.
felt like you were at home in that room with women sharing their journeys and you sharing yours with them. You really speak with an honest voice, and we so appreciate that and look forward every day to reading your blog. And in fact, share your blog and read it in our group time here at Sanford House, because it's pretty inspiring for those women who are hoping to get to the place you are with over 2 years recovery. Can you share any thoughts you have about that?
Yeah, I can. One of the things that I've realized about recovery and about sobriety is that it's not all roses and reggae. It's not all bright, shining moments. I did think that when I got sober, my life was going to be fantastic. And what I've found is that over time, 6 months, a year and 6 months, and then at 2 years, which is supposed to be advanced recovery, I felt like I had some breakthroughs. So it just seems to me that it's one of those things that you can't hurry up and make happen. You have to just be in it for the long haul, and be grateful for the breakthroughs as they come, and expect that there might be a snafu or two along the way, and be prepared for it. Have the tools in place to be prepared for the downsides.
Well, and I think when those snafus come and someone needs a tool, going to your blog and reading some of your words is a really good one. So we appreciate having you here and sharing all of your writing and your experiences with us.
Thanks.
And I hope you've enjoyed Grand Rapids.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.